What's up guys, Eric Psykik here, and today I want to show you a classic spawn I used to hunt myself back when I was only like level 120. The spawn requires a little loot luck, but once you get some drops it can be really profitable in the long run. The spawn I'll be showing you guys, Sunken Quarter Quaras. The Sunken Quarter Quaras are located underwater in Yalahar. To get to the spawn, you can either use the gate mechanism to enter the Sunken Quarter quickly if you've done up to mission 7 of the In Service of Yalahar quest, or you can pass through the gates by talking to the guards starting from the Magician Quarter. Once in the Sunken Quarter, all you have to do is pay NPC Tarek 50 gold for a trip, and then dive through the whirlpools while wearing either a Helmet of the Deep or a Depth Galea if you're level 150 or higher. For your equipment, I recommend wearing any defensive pieces of armor you own because the main monster that will get you killed in here is the Quaras Predator. They can hit anywhere from 300 to 500 damage quite often, so be careful running more than one at a time if you're a lower level. And while one predator may not be that dangerous, combining them with a Hydromancer that is spamming Paralyze on you underwater can easily mean a certain death, and sometimes you'll run into like 3 predators and 3 Hydromancers at the same time if you're PGing here, and that can literally mean constant Paralyze with the predators catching up to you in seconds. If this happens, there's a lot of little nooks you can hide in around the Sunken Quarter, so make sure to familiarize yourself with the spawn and maybe mark some of these spots on the map. I usually use this spot when I first entered the spawn, and this other spot to the south because down here is where you'll usually run into a few Hydromancers and other cores at the same time. So I hunted here twice with Thunderstorm runes, twice with just spells, and once on my main just to see what the experience capped out at. When I hunted here with runes, I used around 200 Great Mana Potions and 200 Thunderstorm runes for a 20 to 25 minute hunt. With spells, I used around 250 Great Mana Potions for a 25 minute hunt. I could have carried a little more supplies, but I kept some cap open for loot since it can get pretty heavy here if you're lucky. There's no specific route to follow in here, however I prefer to start off at the northern staircase because of the safe spot to kill the cores one by one, and then I hunt counterclockwise. Hunting here with runes obviously got me the most experience, but if you want to train your magic level, this is a great spawn to hunt with spells because of how weak the cores are to earth and energy. Energy hits them the hardest, so you're going to want to use Energy Strike. If you're a sorcerer, Strong Energy Strike, Great Energy Beam, and Energy Wave will be great here, but I hunted here with my druid and the ability to use Earth Wave every other turn helped me deal a lot of damage still. I also use Strong Earth Strike often. Hunting with spells, I made around 500k an hour on green stamina, and with runes I made around 700k an hour. My spells hunt I didn't pick up any gold and came out with like 15k waste because of terrible loot luck, but one rune hunt I profited 45k. The other rune hunt I wasted quite a bit again because I didn't pick up the gold. You may not profit here every hunt, but if you keep hunting you'll eventually loot a skull helmet or relic sword from a Quaras Predator, which will easily bump you into huge profit, and the other drops you get from the pinchers and Hydromancers should cover your supplies most hunts. Don't forget you can loot a giant shrimp too, which is used to tame the Crustacea Gigantica. So if you're really strapped for cash, you should probably stop to pick everything up, but if you want a PG with Thunderstorm runes, I believe you'll still profit in the long run. I used to hunt the spawn all the time when Eric was like level 120 or 140, but it's way too small to sustain good experience now at 270. I managed to get like 1kk an hour on green stamina, so once that's not enough experience for you, you're going to want to find a better spawn. I'd say probably around level 150 you can start looking for somewhere else to hunt. You can come here as early as level 80 as long as you hunt carefully. Really take advantage of the safe spots and don't be afraid to exert a grand every hit if you have a predator or more than one other core on you. Poison walls or energy walls can help if you get swarmed, and definitely stay hasted. I had Utanigran Huron the entire time I was here with my druid to keep away from the Quaras. Another thing you can do if they're cheap on your server is to bring a coconut shrimp bake here, which boosts your speed by 300 levels for 24 hours. I believe you can't haste once you eat the food though, so make sure you only cure Paralyze with a heal and not haste. I've only ever hunted here with a mage, but I've seen a few paladins hunt here as well. I don't think the experience is that great for a paladin, but I'm sure they would make even more money here than a mage. So there is a task you can take here as well. If you're between level 80 and 129, you can task 600 underwater Quaras. I killed anywhere from 100 to 150 per hunt, so you should be able to finish this task every 4 or 5 hunts. Just to let you know though, the Quaras boss Thull is actually located in Kalasa, so you're going to need to have done some Explorer Society missions to get to him. I don't think his loot is that great though, so if you don't want to do the quest to fight him, it's really no big deal. Alright guys, that's the end of my Sunken Quarter Quaras video. Wow, say that 5 times fast. Hopefully you guys enjoy this spawn. Cores are actually one of my favorite monsters to hunt, and I spent a lot of time here when I was a lower level, so the spawn is pretty nostalgic to me. I love how you can just hit them so hard with an energy wave. I can practically hit 1,000 on Eric nowadays. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.